Am I the asshole? Just moved in and asked the neighbor across the cul-de-sac to not park an area of my horseshoe drive. I bought a house in a suburb and it's on a cul-de-sac. Average middle class, slightly upper middle class homes. There are 4 houses that abut the cul-de-sac. I've never heard of the word abut until right now, and I hope I'm saying it right. A-B-U-T, abut, aboot, I don't know. While moving in, I noticed a car kept parking in the street in front of the grassy area between the 2 parts of my horseshoe/semicircle drive. Think I get it? The mailbox is also located there. On the other side of my property is a section that's straight, just outside of the cul-de-sac, and has plenty of room for a couple of cars, but this area does not. And plus, the mailbox. My naive baby brain, LOL, assumed these people were parking there because my new house had been vacant for a month, which I totally understand. However, while moving in, the driver parked right there by the mailbox in this area, and so I thought, hey, good time to let them know people now live here. Introduced myself, mentioned the parking, since you probably don't want to park here now. And the guy went off. Lives all the way across the cul-de-sac, said the 2 houses between us have too many cars. There's a fire hydrant in front of one of the other people's houses, so no one can park there. And said, no way would he park in front of the straight section in front of my house that I suggested because it's too far. However, he has a 2-car garage, space for 2 vehicles in his drive, and 2 spaces in front of his home in the cul-de-sac. Wait, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 spaces there. Seems like plenty. I was completely stunned. His driveway spaces were empty, and he had his garage door open with only 1 car inside when he parked in front of my mailbox. And yet he didn't park there to unload his groceries, instead opting to walk 50 to 100 feet from my house. I certainly felt like an asshole for saying something in that moment. I had totally misinterpreted that this family thought they have every right to park there all the time, and this wasn't because the house is vacant. I hated also starting a bad first impression. I realize it's a public road, but it also can't be within 15 feet of my mailbox, or my mail might not be delivered. I also don't think the number of cars other people have is important, when they and him both have 2-car garages, driveways that can accommodate, and at least 1 space each in front of their own homes, and he has 2. I'll bring over a treat when I get settled and pretend it didn't happen, but will be irritated if he thinks it's fine to continue parking there and potentially preventing our mail delivery. I don't even see how it's convenient for him. Am I the asshole because I brought it up so soon? If it keeps happening, what should I do? I'll wait a while, but still. In the game of parking, you win or you die. Nothing about this makes sense at all, and yet crazy stuff happens with parking and neighborhoods and just territorial garbage. And after doing just a little bit of Googling, I think you'll be happy to know that at least you don't have to deal with assholes who do this kind of stuff. Yeah. No, like perpendicular parking just in the middle of the cul-de-sac. What? So, be happy you don't have this kind of crap to deal with. Now, everything that you've said in here makes it seem like this guy has plenty of other better options before having to take up that spot in front of your yard. So let's talk about a couple of the possibilities here. Possibility number 1, he's peeing on his territory. It could be a power play because people actually spend time and energy thinking about and doing that kind of crap. Possibility number 2, maybe he's got a lot of kids that have vehicles, or there's some other actual reason that he has to leave all those other spaces open. I don't know what it could be, but there is a possibility that there's some kind of good reason behind it. You do have to make some choices here, like, are you willing to go to war? How much is this spot worth to you? Like you said, it's a public road, and there aren't assigned spaces there in front of houses. It's just, it's called being a decent human being. But those rules aren't exactly rules, they're just more of suggestions.